The National Diet is the highest organ of state power and the sole law-making organ of the state. Its duties include enacting laws, deciding the national budget, and designating a prime minister. The National Diet Building houses the House of Representatives on the left and the House of Councillors on the right. Tours of the House of Councillors are available every day except Saturdays, Sundays, and national holidays. Tours take approximately 60 minutes and include the chamber of the House of Councillors, the Emperor's Room, and the Central Hall. Here is a brief introduction to the application process and the highlights of the tour. Let's start by explaining the means of transportation to get to the National Diet Building. If you come by train, the most convenient exits are either Exit 1 of Nagata-cho Station or Exit 1 of Kokkai-Gijido-mae Station of the Tokyo Metro. The Tokyo Metro exits are in these areas. There's also a parking lot reserved for large buses carrying tour groups. However, please note that there is no parking available for private vehicles. Next, we will explain the application process for tours. Visitors who wish to join a tour may apply directly at the visitor's reception desk. Applications are accepted from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday to Friday. However, we recommend that groups of 10 people or more make reservations, which can be booked up to 3 months in advance of the desired date. Tours are held 8 times each day, starting on the hour from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Please note that tours are not given while plenary sessions or special events are being held. Plenary sessions are commonly held on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings when the Diet is in session. The House of Councillors will notify you in advance if a plenary session is scheduled after your reservation is confirmed. On the day of the tour, please allow plenty of time to complete the procedure for participating in the tour. Please understand that we will have to go up and down several flights of stairs in the course of the tour. Wheelchairs are available, so if you would like to rent one, please let us know. Sign language interpreters are also available, but please inform us in advance if you require one. The procedure to enter the National Diet Building is as follows. Once you fill in the necessary information on the application form and submit it at the visitor's reception desk, you will receive tour brochures. There are 4 different types of brochures available in Japanese, depending on the visitor's age. We also have brochures in English, Chinese, Korean, Spanish, French, and Russian, as well as a Braille version. After completing the procedure, please wait in the service lobby if you have time before the start of the tour. The service lobby is on the left after entering the detached office building of the House of Councillors. Video presentations on the National Diet of Japan are available for viewing in the service lobby. We will check your luggage using a metal detector about 20 minutes before the tour begins. Visitors who come by bus are asked to please leave their luggage on the bus. Luggage inspection starts at 40 minutes past the hour and must be completed at least 5 minutes before the hour. Please allow ample time for the inspection. Luggage on casters or the like should be left at the visitor's reception desk after inspection. Please write your name on the luggage tag and take the stub with you to redeem your luggage afterwards. We will exit the National Diet Building in a different place from where we enter, so please return to the visitor's reception desk to pick up your luggage. Please go down the escalator to the visitor's lobby and wait there until the tour begins. Information about the history and activities of the House of Councillors is available in the visitor's lobby. There's also a model of the National Diet Building and touch panels for your enjoyment. There is also a seat used by Meiji Emperor, as well as some valuable exhibits from the time of the House of Peers. You are welcome to use the souvenir stamp or take photos to commemorate your visit. Before we start, here are some things to bear in mind during the tour. There are no restrooms available during the tour, so please use the restrooms in the visitor's lobby before we set out. Please remember that there are meetings and other business going on, so please do as instructed by the staff and walk quietly in a double file as we move through the building. You are welcome to take photographs during the tour, but please do not take photos while walking, and be careful not to obstruct the path of other people. So, let's be on our way. Construction of the Diet Building began in 1920 and was completed 17 years later in November of 1936. During this tour, we will get a look at some of the most impressive features of the building. The Diet Building is 206 meters long. The north wing houses the House of Councillors, and the south wing houses the House of Representatives, and the central tower is 65 meters high. Almost all the materials used to construct the building were produced in Japan, and at the time it was built, the design represented the state-of-the-art in architectural technology and craftsmanship. Our tour begins in the chamber of the House of Councillors. The chamber is situated on the second floor of the building and is open to the ceiling of the third floor. Thus, observers are able to watch the proceedings from the public galleries situated on the third floor. When we enter, you will see the inside of the chamber from this angle. The chamber is where full members of the House of Councillors gather to deliberate bills or listen to the Prime Minister's policy speeches. At the beginning of each session, an opening ceremony attended by members of both houses is held in the chamber of the House of Councillors in the presence of His Majesty the Emperor. Behind the President's seat is the throne of His Majesty the Emperor. The arabesque-patterned stained glass windows in the ceiling let natural light into the chambers. Members' seats fan out in a semicircle around the President's seat in the center.
これより採決をいたします。
Most often, when a vote is called, the votes are tallied using the push buttons installed at each seat. The results are tallied and displayed automatically on panels located behind and to the left and right of the president's seat. Next, we will visit the emperor's room at the center of the building. This is where His Majesty the Emperor rests after arriving the Diet Building on the day of the opening ceremony. The room is roughly 100 square meters in size. The interior is designed in the style of the Azuchi Momoyama period, and the ceiling, pillars, doors, and floors exhibit the finest craftsmanship available. This is the most gorgeous room in the entire National Diet Building. Adjacent to the Emperor's room is the Imperial Family's room, which is used by other members of the Imperial Family. After viewing the Emperor's room, we will visit the Central Hall. The Central Hall is 5 stories in height and leads from the central entrance to the Emperor's room. The ceiling is roughly 33 meters above the floor. The ceiling and windows feature stained glass, and the 4 upper corners are painted in scenes representing the 4 seasons in Japan. On pedestals in the Central Hall are 3 bronze statues of famous statesmen: Ito Hirobumi, Okuma Shigenobu, and Itagaki Taisuke, who contributed greatly to parliamentary politics in Japan. There's one that is left vacant. One explanation is that the people at the time were unable to decide on who would be most fitting as the 4th statesman. Another maintains that it symbolizes the idea that politics is an ongoing process that is never complete. After viewing the Central Hall, we will exit the building and walk toward the main gate. The promenade in the front courtyard is lined with trees from each prefecture on both sides. At the end of the tour, anyone who would like to take commemorative photos in front of the National Diet Building may do so. This concludes our tour. Please exit the grounds from the main gate and have a safe trip home. If you left your luggage at the reception desk, please remember to return there to pick it up. The House of Councillors also has a special experience program in Japanese for groups of 10 or more students between the 5th and 9th grade. In this program, the students take the role of Diet members or government ministers as they enjoy learning about lawmaking. This program also includes a tour of the National Diet Building, so there is no need to make separate reservations for the tour if your group has signed up for the Special Experience Program. The Special Experience Program is about 1 hour long, so please allow 2 hours to complete both the tour and the program. Advance reservations are required. Please see the House of Councillors website for details. Additionally, with the exception of the week prior to convocation of the Diet, tours of the House of Councillors are also available from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on the 1st and 3rd Sundays of any month, when the Diet is not in session, to visitors who have an introduction from a member of the House of Councillors. Please submit an application via the office of the member of the House of Councillors who introduces you. To inquire about or make reservations for the House of Councillors Special Experience Program in Japanese, please contact the House of Councillors telephone service. To inquire about tours, please contact the reception desk of the House of Councillors Police Department. This concludes our explanation of tours of the House of Councillors. We hope that this tour will help everyone feel more familiar with the House of Councillors and how it operates. We look forward to seeing you soon.